Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another poll result video. The format of this may change. I think I might put up a question next week. I'll be appreciative if everybody puts an answer up in the comment. I shall read them all out next week. So the poll I put up last week was courtesy of Baz. All the beer, no idea. It was his idea, so he should have all the beer. He has idea. He gave it to me. Um, Basically, he mentioned it in a message. He says, you've done which country produces the best beer, but you haven't done which country you think produces the most shit beer." So I put up four countries which I think are not that great. Okay. So the countries I put up was France, Italy, Spain, and Turkey. They're the four countries I thought would make up a good poll for who produces the most shit beer. Now, before I start reading people's comments, I've had quite a lot of votes on this, um, and we've got a first on this. I think we've got a draw at the moment. But what I might do is refresh this before the end of the video. Hopefully, somebody might put the odd vote in. What do I think? Well, the reason why I chose these countries is, first of all, Turkey. I've never been to Turkey, but I've had Turkish beer, and it hasn't been great. Spain, been many a time. Uh, there's some good craft breweries in Spain, but some of the stuff's been really bad. Italy, well, Italy for me, I can't like plead ignorance regarding Italy because obviously the Italian beers we get are brewed over here. Your Peroni and Peretti or whatever it is, and Menabrea and Moretti. It's all brewed somewhere over here, I'd imagine. And then we got France. Now France, there is some good brewers in France, but there's some bad brewers in France. And I remember when I did my Kronenberg Blanc review, I stated that France produces shit beer, and I got absolutely hammered for saying that. So I thought, well, let's put it in the poll. Let's put it in the poll. I could have put UK as well. I could go on forever. I'm only allowed four categories in a poll. So we got a fair few comments, and I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So the Hopper Reviews, great channel, very clever. Big fan of the channel. Go and check out the Hopper Reviews. He's put a French tricolor up, so I take it he thinks France. David Taylor says UK. Yes, yeah. Richard Tyndall has been diplomatic and said France and Turkey. Baz at All the Beer No Idea says, where did you get this idea from? From you, Baz. So this is your fault. I'm doing this video. Tough one for me. It'll come down to who does the worst craft beer, because all the country's standard beer is pretty rubbish. Spain's saviour is Garage Beer Company Bastland, so I don't think they are. I haven't. You know what? I saw Bastland beer in Lamplight about 2 or 3 months ago, and I should have picked it up. Never picked it up. I've had some Spanish beer. I've had a few beers from Spanish craft breweries. Is it Soma? Soma. Great brewery. I've had some stuff over when I've been over there as well. So they have got some great breweries in Spain, amongst all the dross. A little bit like the UK. Get underneath the dross, there is some brilliant breweries in there. So yeah, I agreed with you to a certain degree on that, Baz. The Hoppy Traveller. He says this is going to be close. Yeah, well, he is at the moment. They're both level. There's two countries both level in this. A consideration for me is that Kronenbourg is part of the Carlsberg group and so not French anymore. True. Similarly, Pelforth is owned by Heineken. Some great small craft breweries there, but lack of international sales probably says it all. Only ever drank Efes, and that's Turkish. Carlin, essentially. I've been asked which eye you want to be poked in first. Efes, well, we get it in home bargains. It's not great, to be honest. I've done about 3 or 4 variations of FS. Did a really bad single extra shot one in a tiny can there. Really bad. So, okay. Warranted comment. David at the Urban Viking Ale Review. Cheers, mate. I was going to say Spain for the majority of their lagers, but there's some good Savasses out there that leaves France. Can't recall a great French beer. True. There's a lot of people out there who do not like French beer. Like I say, you get underneath it all. There is some good breweries out there, but you really need to seek them out. Benny, he says the beers in England are shite too. I know we have some great breweries, but most pubs sell the same crap beer. That keeps dropping the ABV due to ridiculously high tax. So much watery piss here, and the pubs are dying because of it. Yeah, that's a warranted. Yeah, I think pubs do get affected by the drop in ABV. I think some breweries do treat us like mugs in the UK regarding the strength of their beers, and yeah, it's very annoying. And the beer does suffer, of course it does. So yeah, it's a good point there, Benny. Cheers, mate. So yeah, looking at the comments. A majority of people are saying France, and some are saying Turkey. So what I'm going to do, I might just refresh this and see. We might get 1%. We just might get a winner out of this, but I don't think we will. Put up the posts. No, we're not. We haven't got a winner. So. Which country do you think produces the most shit beer? Last place, we've got Italy at 2%. Again, I think that's probably down to the fact that we are quite arrogant regarding Italian beer, because the Italian beer we get, I don't think it's brewed in Italy. It's brewed down in Burton-upon-Trent, most probably, and other places. You're talking about your Peronis and your Morettis and stuff. So, yeah, to a degree, it's not a great advert for Italy drinking these beers. Of course, it's not. Some of it's overpriced, especially go to a big, prezzo Italian pizza place. You're talking £5 a bottle for a 330. It's disgusting. So yeah, Spain's in second place with 14%. Again, I think that may be down to the fact is there is some great craft breweries in Spain. Like I say, you get underneath all the Cruz Campos and that, underneath it all, you go out and about in Spain, there is some great artisanal beers out there to try. So the joint first is Turkey on 42% and France on 42%. Now, for me, from a personal perspective, I can't really comment on Turkey. I've never been to Turkey, okay? But Turkey being a hot country, you just want beer to kind of like cold beer. That's all you want. That's all you want in Turkey. So I can understand. I know didn't Tuborg have a brewery in Turkey at some point? So for me, I can't really comment. The ones I've had from Turkey, some of them have been stinkers, I'll be honest. If I can get it out for you without knocking everything down, that one was a right stinker. It was a proper stinker. And to this day, I still don't understand why they released that. You're on a Turkish beach and you're going to drink that like that. 9%, he even had a foil thing on to protect it from flies. I don't even think flies would even land on that shit, to be honest. Going to France, I think France are overshadowed by Belgium Really, that is the key with France. I think some of the French stuff's been pretty rough. I've had, and they've got this beer de garde type of style of beer. But I think for me, I think France are really overshadowed by Belgium, and I don't think beer is a big thing for them out there. That's my own opinion. Let me know in the comments about it. So, coming back to the results, when I put this up, I did not really expect who was gonna win, who was gonna lose, but it's got to 42% each, which is a first in these polls, to be honest. So thank you everybody for voting. I've had a few votes on that. And yeah, so you think that the country that produces the most shit beer is France and Turkey. So there you go. So next week I'm going to put a question out to you. I want you to answer in the comments. Tell me what you think, and I'll pick. I'll read everybody's comments next week in a video. There may be some more questions coming after that instead of a poll. And it's all about beer, nothing else. Tell me, what you think, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you so much for the votes on this and the comments. Really appreciate it. And I shall see you again on another poll video. Cheers, everyone. Bye bye.